Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Liaqat Zaman, and we are going through Sarf. We're trying to understand how verbs work in the Arabic language, and so far we've kind of made this now. So I presume you guys have also made these as well, your own copies of these. And this is our tree we're going to be using. This tree basically represents all the different sort of patterns that a root letter or root words can go into. And we're still building it up. Inshallah, today we're going to be covering 4 more of these. We've got this, which is basically represents for this pattern over here, the first pattern over here, the 3 possibilities of the present verb. So you can have a dhamma there, a fatha there, or a kasra there. Right, so we've done that, and we've also made this as well. So this is crucial. This is where you kind of apply all the possibilities of the pronouns. Right, so you got like he, and then you got she, and then you got you and I and we, and then dual and plural. Right, so you got all of these. So you need this, right? You know, you're always gonna need this, guys. Yeah, remember that. This is key. This is crucial. Right, so let's continue then. Okay, so the next one that we are going to cover, right? This is basically another one, which is me. Right, so you got that there. So basically, how does this work? So you've got ya over here, right? You've got a ya, and then what you have is you have an extra letter. So let me just put in the proper root letters. You got ain there. Okay, so you got you. Okay, there's actually one extra one there, so I'll just have to cross that one out. So ignore that one. Okay, so it's yu'alimu, alama yu'alimu. So you can see over there yu'alimu. So it's got like, just like over here we had the red ones represent extra letters. Right, so you got extra letters there, and these are the root original ones, yu'alimu. Right, so if you put the vowels on these, then right, you put the vowels on, you got yu'alimu, yu'alimu. Okay, so that's basically what you kind of you're kind of looking at. This, although this I haven't really come across it being used with this particular verb, right? But it is something that's commonly used with different words. So this usually has the meaning of something like emphasis. So if that was the case in here, we'll probably say it's like, it comes for like emphasis of knowledge, right? So and it can also come for something which is it comes for that. Okay, so in this case we'll use as emphasis, but for different times it can come for different things as well. So this is something which is found in the Quran. Now yu'alimu obviously doesn't really exist to my knowledge. Arabs don't usually use this. Okay, they don't use that. So we are going to have a check in the Quran. Okay, so let's just see if you can see this. Okay, hopefully this should be clear. Right, so over here it says yukhadi'una Allah, yukhadi'una. So yukhadi'una, it means to deceive, right? So it's like very emphatic, they're really trying to deceive Allah. Yukhadi'una. Now if we use our table, so first of all yukhadi'una, it falls under this one. So yukhadi'u, the root letters are kha, dal, ain, kha, dal, ain. Alright, so, and in this pattern, right, it actually falls under this one here, number 3. Right, so it's got una at the end and it's got ya at the beginning. Una and ya. So yukhadi'una. Right, so they masculine. Okay, so here is, like I said, a good example of يخادعون. Is there another place over here? تجادل. Right over there, تجادل. Cat. Ignore the cat, that's pronoun. So تجادل. So تجادل. Again, same thing over here, but this time تجادل, it comes under the fourth one. تجادل has a ta at the beginning. Right, for feminine. تجادل. She disputes, she argues. Right, and over here يظاهرون. Right, so again يظاهرون, this would fall under يظاهرون, plural masculine. Right, so you can go through the Quran, have a go yourselves, I would say. That's the best thing to do, really. Have a go yourselves, and then you kind of get an idea of how this kind of verb works, right, or this particular pattern works. All right, let's do another one then. All right, so this has got a bit messed up, right, with this, as you can see. Okay, so this tree's got a bit messed up, but don't worry, inshallah we will get through this. Right, so there's another one that's very similar to this. Yeah, so this one has 5, yeah. So it's almost similar to this one. It's almost similar to this one. Starts off with a ya. Yeah. And then you got a ta, which is extra. And then you got your root letters. So you got ain. And then you got your lam and the meme. And then you got an extra letter over here. Right, يتعالم. Again, this word doesn't really kind of exist. It kind of theoretically it can exist. Sorry, it's not for you. Yeah, يتعالم. Okay, so يتعالم. That's the word there. Now notice it's quite different from this one. This one's got yu'alimu, it's got a dhamma there. Right, so let me just highlight it with maybe another color so you guys can see, with a red maybe. See that? This one's got a fatha, right, and this also got an extra there, and this has got kasra over here, this has got fatha over here. Right, so it is different, yeah, but you're only going to know this if you're familiar with this particular pattern. Right, so yata'alamu. Now yata'alamu, it usually has the meaning of something where there is mutual action taking place. Two sides, mutual. There has to be some sort of like a mutual thing taking place. Right, so although like I said, this word it's not really used in Arabic. Theoretically, you can have this particular kind of thing. Okay, so over here you have an example over here, so I don't know if you guys can see this. Over here, yatalawamun. Yeah, so in other words, fits on with this what we're saying. Yata, and the root letters here are lam, waw and mim. Yatalawamun, lam, waw, mim, and there's a little alif there right in between, small little alif. Right, so yatalawamun. So this falls under this pattern over here. Right, it falls under this pattern, and it's got un at the end. So a third, they masculine, men. Yatalawamun. They were all telling each other off. And they were all blaming each other. Yatalawamun. Okay, so this is an example in the Quran. What I would suggest is, if you go through, like, for example, some Arabic texts and try to find for yourself some of these words that are being used. And then what happens is you kind of get a better idea of how to use this. So let me just try to find an Arabic text. Okay, let's have a look at this one then. So you go over here, look, ya'malu, right? So that's kind of telling you, all right, so we've got, you know, a pattern over here, that one there. So this is ya'malu, to do amal, to do work. Okay, then you got yashmusu, again it's that one, this pattern. Okay, asjudu, again it's that pattern there. Okay, let's look at another one. Yasjuduna, right? So it's this pattern, but then in this list it's actually the third one on the list. Yasjuduna. Okay. See, now you got this over here, lam yastati, but this has gone through change. I know this has gone through change, right? So I'm not going to really point out what that change is. Yumkinu. So yumkinu would fall in this one. Yumkinu. This one over here. Yumkinu, like that. Okay. Okay, let's look at another one. Again, lam tusalli has gone through a change there. Right, so we're not going to do that one. Yakunu has gone through a change. Originally it was yakunu. Right, it would have been this one. It's gone through a slight change. Anyway, so I think that's enough for today. So what you guys need to do is take a verb, like for example, let me just give you a couple of verbs, and then you can have a go at this yourselves, and that way you guys can develop your own sort of like we can actually look in the Quran, and we can take a verb, and then you guys can use that. So for example, like ya'qiluna, I want you to find out what ya'qiluna is. Ya'qiluna, find that. Right, so what is it? So in this list, which one does it belong to? And then out of this list over here, which one does it belong to? Right, and then if it does obviously belong to this one, the first one, then which one of these does it belong to? Right, so you guys can have a go at that and try to understand how this works. So by now, I mean, you should be getting the idea of how these verbs are coming together now. Yaqra'una, right? I've tried to find that one. Yaqra'una. Yusabbihu. So you got yusabbihu there. Yusabbihu, which one is it over here? Yusabbihu. Right, so an easy way to try and work this out is if you actually put this through the entire system. It's a long, painstaking system. You put it through the entire one of this. So you start off with ya there, and then sin baha, and then ya, sin baha, alif nun, yasbahani, and then like that you go through, and that way you make yourself a list just with the root letter sin baha, and then what you can do is try to put it into this one, right? And then you kind of come out with different patterns. So you got like yasbahu, yusabbihu, yusbihu, yatasabbahu, yastasbihu, yusabihu, yatasabahu. Right, you make yourself a list. Actually, let me just write a list for you. I think that might be actually a better idea if I write down a list for you guys. So this is a piece of paper, and if I write down this list, so for instance, so if I say, for example, let's make these patterns 1, yasbahu, and the next one, yusabbihu. Next one, number 3, yusbihu. And the next one, number 4, is, so it's the same thing, ha, but yatasabbahu. Number 5, what was it? Yes tasbihu, yes تسبح. And number 6, يسبح. And number 7, يتسبح. يتسابح. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So far we've done 7 so far. All right, and you can do this with others as well. So maybe like, you know, maybe you had a different word like yanzilu. Yanzilu. Put in next pattern. You nazzilu, and so forth. You go all the way down and you start making yourself a list, and that way it's going to start settling in your mind better as well, inshallah ta'ala. So it's all about hard work, guys. It's all about hard work. I know verbs can be a bit, you know, long-winded and a bit laborious as well, but don't worry, inshallah. Try your best, work hard, take verbs and make these. You have to make these charts. The other way is obviously memorization, where you should memorize things. That's the ideal way, where you memorize all of these things. But anyway, we'll stop there, I think. Right, so what did we cover today? So we covered 2 more verbs, the yu'alimu pattern and the yata'alamu pattern. Right, so far we've done the ya'lamu pattern, yu'allimu pattern, yu'limu pattern, yata'allamu pattern, yasta'limu pattern, yu'alimu pattern, yata'allamu pattern. Okay, so jazakallah khair, guys. Let me know, give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think of this. Some of you guys were saying I should use a bigger piece of paper, A3 maybe size. Let me know, or the writing is a bit difficult to read, or maybe I should zoom in more. Put in the comments, inshallah, and I will have a read of those, inshallah. So jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much to all my patrons. Jazakumullah khair. Alhamdulillah. You know, with all of your support, with all of your efforts and your encouragement and motivation, alhamdulillah, this channel has reached where it has today. And there's so much left that I want to do, and there's editing, and there's, you know, trying to start new projects as well and get other people involved so that I can focus on producing content. So, you know, if you guys want to become patrons and you want to support this channel, then check out the link in the description, inshallah. There's also videos available for those who are patrons in the Patreon itself that I don't put on my normal YouTube channel. So if you guys want to check that out, inshallah, links in the description, like I said. And jazakumullah khair, share it with other people. Let me know what you guys think as well. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.